Hi, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast. Today is a Model 3 episode. So if you recall, last week on my wife's Model 3, Tesstudio supplied me a rear seat LCD screen for the people in back, your passengers in the rear. And I did the installation, took about 12 minutes. What I did not show you was actually how to use it. And there was a reason for that. I installed it, and while I had power going to it, it never fully powered on. But Tesstudio quickly sent me out a new unit. Since I already installed it like twice, it took me less than 5 minutes to install it. Folks, this thing goes in so easy. Even my first time probably took about 7 or 8 minutes. I knocked it down to less than 5, okay? You pop open those 3 plastic covers, run that wire in, boom, put everything back in. There's just 2 Torx bits, that's it. Take them right off, boom. So, I went ahead and did that yesterday for my wife. So, it is a little different than what you'd anticipate on the usage. So this episode is gonna be about the usage. I'm gonna lay some groundwork here first before we go actually do some hands-on on the unit. Now, you can actually adjust the climate controls in the back. Real easy, has full control, it has the vents right there, so you have full climate access. You also, they replaced the 2 USB-C outlets, and you'll see my wife's got a USB-C plug in there so that you can wire charge, which will be a lot faster than your wireless charge you have in your Model 3, so that you can charge everything up. Also, again, you've got 2 of those back there. How it connects to your Tesla and to your devices. Now, it connects via Bluetooth to your head unit, what I'll call your head unit, which is your big 15-inch screen or whatever it is, 17-inch screen, 15-inch I think, on the Model 3. So it connects to that, and it connects to that so that you can play whatever you want in the back or the front on both sides. Also too, you can connect via your Android or iPhone. I'm going to connect via Android to it. And the cool thing is that you can go ahead and run your music through it, through your phone, play it in the back. Now the apps like YouTube and Chrome will require Wi-Fi. So you can either hotspot your phone and use that Wi-Fi if you don't have Starlink installed, but you can't jump off your 5G on your car. The other thing is too, while you can on the head unit use your Spotify, and if you're parked, you can use your YouTube and other things and web browser to surf the web. You can't do it off the rear. You will have to hotspot your vehicle, but you will be able to, in the back seat, like I said, if your kids have an iPad or your teens and they have phones, they can go ahead and play the music they want. And again, they're going to be smart enough, heck, by age like 5 or 6, they already know how to hotspot their phones, I bet. So they'll be able to figure that out. I'm going to give you the basics on it. It's pretty easy to go through, but we're just going to go ahead and show you kind of how that all works. Again, Tesstudio has this for the older Model 3s and Model Ys before they did the upgrade and put it in the back by default. So we're going to jump in here, and I'm going to actually bow out of the camera and take a video of the screen and show you how it all works. Okay, so before you give me grief, no, I did not vacuum underneath here for my wife. I will do that tomorrow. You guys are guilting me into vacuuming my wife's car. I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to vacuum it because it is kind of messy down there. I get it. I should have did it when I did the installation. Shame on Mark of the Cyberbeast. Bad Mark. Okay, so this is the default screen. You can power the climate on and off from here. If I hit that, obviously you see no wind blowing. Power it on, you see everything blowing through. You can increase the volume, and you might be able to hear the fans going. You can see more flow and bring it back to there. You can do maintain, you could do unlock, you can have it set to that. Other cool thing too is see the heated seats. You can go on that, and let's just say your tuchus is cold. You can go ahead and heat it up or take it back off, okay? So hit all close even. That brings it even better. So that brings you back to the climate, which is really, really cool. Also too, on the side here, you've got the temperatures. You can change them from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I put it on Fahrenheit because, well, Americans do that. Okay, the volume control is here on the right, obviously. You can adjust your volume and obviously your music right here, depending what you have Bluetooth connected. So let's go over here to the apps. This is like your basic area here. Your setting, this is just simply your, and this is where I changed the Fahrenheit and Celsius. You got your language, you got your time and your time zone, okay? You can have a white background or a black background. Your default brightness center, temperature unit, Fahrenheit or Celsius, version info. This is Android 13.0 it's running, and you can also reboot the system. So we're going to go back, and I'm not sure what APK Pure is. I'm sure it's something to do with Android Developers Kit of some sort. If you are Wi-Fi connected or hotspotted, you can go to Chrome and go surf on the web. But we don't have internet at our house right now. We're running off Starlink because of an outage. So no Wi-Fi for us. So we're going to head back out of there. No internet connection, if you saw that. If you didn't see at the top, no internet connection. So click over to Android settings. And this is where you can connect via the hotspot or Bluetooth. So for instance, the networks that are available, it's going to go ahead and search for what networks are available. It probably isn't going to find any. And this looks pretty much like your Android app right here. So let's see, connected devices. This is when you Bluetooth pair it, you see, well, it'll have the Tesla Model 3 Mia, which is my wife's car. And that's what it's paired with. So it's paired with the head unit, and that's how it connects to get your audio and everything else across. Notifications, storage, sound vibration, passwords and accounts, blah, 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 system backup, about device. So this is kind of like a lightweight version of Android. And you can go another place. You have your Android store, so you can actually download apps for this device as well. There's also a file explorer. I'm guessing this is to do updates on your device. Also, it actually has, well, you can store images, video, so you can download stuff on here you can view later. Kind of cool. For those of you who ever used any Android type device that allowed you to do that, it is pretty cool. This is your YouTube. Again, requires a network connection, internet connection, but unfortunately we don't have internet. But it does have an update, so we'll click on update. We'll see if it'll update or not. No, we have to sign in, and we can't sign in because we have no internet. Bluetooth is your connection there. Your name of this device is going to be TSL and then underscore something. This is 07AC. And that's how it connects either to your phone or also to the head unit. And you can do your Bluetooth music. Now there's also a third and final screen. You've got your music, which I don't know where this is coming from. Interesting. Rolling in, it may have just been stored on here. Yep, this is just music they have stored in here. Yep, you might be able to hear that. Okay, so they give you that to kind of play with. Video, there's nothing, there might be something stored in here. Yeah, this is just as a sample. Real 8K HDR. This is a really nice looking screen, folks. This is figure diagonally about a 7-inch screen, maybe 6.5, we'll call it. It's close to 7. 7-inch screen. This is like impressively nice graphics. Not cheap looking graphics. I want to say this device was around $400 or $500. One thing though early on you should do that Mark here did not do is remove that clear plastic strip. Now it'll look even better. Look at that. Okay, did he look green or what? Okay, sorry about that. We had the plastic strip on there, but we've got the AC blowing through here. Nothing was blocked. You've got great video content. It's got a built-in speaker, as well as the ability for you to Bluetooth it to your headphones and so forth if you want to go ahead and do that. Let's see, what does this do? Okay, that's stored on here. That's all that does. Okay. AutoLink, what is that? We'll take a quick peek at that. Okay, connect your phone to this device with USB or Bluetooth. So if you look over here, this one has like a music, like a note, and this one just has power. So I guess if you plug it into here, okay, you can actually set up Android Auto. Now, I've got an Android, so I think Android Auto is much better than any Apple Play type thing. But also, too, Android Auto is really cool. They're maps with integration with Waze, because Waze is Google. It really is. If Tesla didn't have the interface it has, Android would be the superior car autoplay system for sure. Especially with having YouTube and everything else all native to Google. Because remember, Android is Google, Google is YouTube, Google is Waze, Google is Chrome. So you have everything native to it, which is really, really cool. Maps as well. So there's that option as well. So this is pretty flexible with what it can do. Again, and that was the power button there. If you saw that right there, it's your 1 0, right? That is the 1 and a 0. That's your on-off button. And again, you got your volume control here, your seats, your fan, and everything else. So again, this pretty trick for what you get, especially since this is not a service center install. Folks, I popped this off. I popped the other two pieces off, as you saw. Took 2 Torx bits off. Popped this all right in. Ran that cable in. This is 5 minutes, and you got this beautiful display right back here. My wife plugs in her power, and I'm going to send this up to the front, so she's got power she can plug into, because the wireless that you have in the Model 3 is a little slow. Not going to lie. Wireless is not meant to be fast. But this is, right, 15 watts of pure power with wired. So that is how you utilize this Tesstudio Model 3 rear display. And that's it. Again, sorry about today's episode being about Model 3 instead of a Cybertruck, but it's all part of the Tesla family. And again, look, you may have other people in your household that have other things in a Cybertruck, a Model Y, Model 3, an X, and S. Maybe a Roadster. There's some rich ones out there. I know you guys are rich, right? You keep subscribing, you keep watching my channel. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Check this product out. Check out other products from Tesstudio. The link will be down below. We also have a coupon code. Get some discounts for July 4th, 20% off. So, without any more further ado, what I want you to do is what I want you to do every single video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you folks again tomorrow.